back to part 2 of the Suffragette story. That's Horatio Gould. And listen, it's all getting pretty ugly now.
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, it's been ugly from the start. Some of these women are absolute monsters, but their tactics are getting despicable.
Yeah.
To recap, women, I don't know, they're fucking nattering away. I don't know what they want. Do they want me to buy them dinner? Do they want me to maul their cunt? I don't know. But this lot
watch the first episode first. Don't start
please.
on this one.
As ever, please listen to this podcast in order.
If you haven't heard the first episode, that
order. Listen to it in order. They come out in order for a reason.
Yeah.
To recap, women want the vote. They've been whipping Winston Churchill.
They're getting into BDSM.
They're not eating dinner.
Yeah.
Plus a change.
Yeah.
And yet, Henry Herbert Asquith,
the horn dog,
a loyal man. I guess he's not a brilliant father.
Yeah.
There've been better fathers than H.H. Asquith.
Yeah.
A reasonable politician.
Yes.
Has been keeping them at arm's length.
But it's nice when your dad gets on with your friends, I guess.
Yeah, you want your dad to go on with your friends. Oh, my friend's coming around. Oh, yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Let me just change.
Yeah, I'll take my trousers off. Yeah. They stay for dinner?
Yeah.
Do they want to stay over? Sleep over? Not with you, with me. So, yes, Asquith has been violently horny, writing letters to his teenage daughter's friend. That's kind of irrelevant, though.
Yep.
Mainly, he's keeping the suffragette movement at arm's length. However, Pankhurst has another ace up her sleeve.
And they're big sleeves.
And another ace up her muff. She's got a whole deck of cards in her muff, which at this point is not a fanny. When does the word muff mean fanny? Charlie. It is the 1690s.
Interesting.
So then they called
post-Civil War.
They called the hand warmer a muff with full knowledge of what a muff meant.
I guess it looks like muffs before shaving fanny became.
But I presumed it was the other way around. I presumed women were carrying around a big hairy thing.
Yeah.
And then you make your own joke. What is it?
Is there any word that you could reclaim as kind of my knob, but it isn't your knob?
What?
What?
What do you mean, what?
What you said didn't make any sense.
They do it.
Ask that exact question again.
Yeah.
Is there any word that you could reclaim as knob, but it isn't actually your knob? In the same way that they had a little bag, which was their muff.
Can you answer it?
Yeah, like a small hammer.
A small hammer,
or like a little like a little hat. I don't know. A little hat for your.
I don't know.
For your.
I don't know. What do we?
Yeah. Stops the podcast. Is there any way? I don't know.
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
I don't know. Fuck off. Listen. They've been keeping knives in their muffs, carrying around big hairy things. That's what I want to say. It's interesting that I assumed they were carrying that around, then named their hairy muffs after the hairy thing.
Right.
But in reality, they had big stinky muffs first.
Yes, despicable.
And then they've had the hand warmers.
So very vulgar.
Which implies that women were warming their hand at one point in their big stinky muffs.
Yeah, but you probably would if caught in a pinch.
I guess for men, they're sort of a hand warmer in the primeval sense.
Yeah.
What is it, Charlie? It better be good.
This has to be good, Charlie. You really fucked up.
Yeah.
Do girls do that? Do girls put their hand in the same way that men put their hands in their
Actually, that's a relatively good question.
You've got away with that one because actually my daughter does that. Yeah. She doesn't have a muff. I mean, let's be clear.
Like Ross Barkley.
Excuse me?
Ross Barkley.
Why are you picking up Ross Barkley?
Because I imagine he rolls around like kind of with his hands down his trackies. Like, does she roll around like
Ross Barkley?
Ross Barkley. I haven't thought about him for some time.
So your daughter's sort of becoming like a Ross Barkley type figure.
I guess so.
She's Barkley-esque.
Yeah. She's sort of a Lampard tribute act, really. She never sort of fill his shoes. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I imagine women, I mean, it is, I suppose you can find this out actually as a scientist. Is it hotter? Are women's pubises hotter than men's temperature-wise? I imagine they are because they're cooking
Maybe this
stuff.
is a ChatGPT question. Would it, if you were, yeah.
They're cooking stuff down there, aren't they?
No, but I imagine there's no, because our organs are external.
Yes.
So ours are fucking roasting hot.
Yes.
So I actually think the cock and balls is a warmer place to be.
women's body temperatures are higher than men's naturally, which again was
However,
a reason why they did not have the vote.
this is internal and does not significantly affect the temperature of the groin area.
Woke nonsense.
I imagine Flora's putting her hand. She's like got grey trackies and just stick it. down there,
Yeah.
like,
Flora's fine at playing one-handed with her hand down the trackies. Just taxiing to land. Flora Drummond.
She reverses the whole way.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Flora can park. I'll say that much. Yeah. I would want her to park it for me, actually. Anyway, listen.
Do you want to park it for me,
Do you want to park it for me, love? Because fuck me, look at your hands on you. It's all been fun and games, all right.
It's been a laugh. It's been silly.
It's been a laugh, but they don't understand when to stop the joke.
Yeah.
Okay, and in 1911, Osama bin Pankhurst begins
Bin laundry.
a campaign of terrorism, as if she hadn't already started one. She starts bombing letterboxes. Okay, what have they done?
Yep.
First you smash windows, and I said nothing. But then you start bombing letterboxes.
Yeah. It is absurd.
I still said nothing.
Yeah.
Because I live in the digital age. They're irrelevant. But the postal system at this point in 1911
It's everything, right?
critical. It's
how's Oscar's horny letters going to get to that?
where are they going to go? They're being evaporated into thin air.
Because now he's waking up. It's like, it's annoying.
Okay, enough.
I spent ages drawing a picture of my penis to send to my girlfriend's best friend.
Yeah.
And now it's ruined.
How is my daughter's best friend meant to know that I want to buy her dinner and then maul her cunt? How is she meant to know that if you're blowing up a postbox? This is the country's arteries that she's bombing, okay? And Pankhurst leads the campaign. Yeah. They pour chemicals and burning materials into postboxes, okay? Activists call this outrages. I don't know what that means.
Outrages means, I guess, disorder.
Right, okay.
Let's cause some outrages. Because
I see. Right, they want to call it outrage. Right, but enemies rightly call them terrorists.
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
I guess we're enemies then because they are.
yes,
we think they're terrorists.
yes. In the language of the time, this is terrorism.
Yeah.
This is, and I want to stress, this is 50 years before the IRA.
Terrorism. I don't care what terrorism is. Terrorism.
Yes, it is.
There's no two ways about it.
Tough on terrorism. Tough on the cause of terrorism, which is women getting the vote.
Yeah.
This is 50 years before the IRA imported their bombing campaign to the British mainland.
Yeah.
This is the first Blitz.
It is.
The Blitz begins in 1911, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
All right, I'm hiding in the shelter in 1911. Get underground. Post boxes are exploding.
Yeah.
Got to be terrifying.
But also, it's in your own house. It's your wife potentially.
Yeah.
You can't trust anyone.
It's like East Germany.
Yeah.
They're informants.
Yeah.
So they begin this campaign of arson, okay? Government buildings, churches, sports pavilions. Leave the pavilions out of this. That is not cricket.
It's not cricket at all.
Bombing cricket pavilions for the vote.
Outrageous.
That's the wrong way to a man's heart, that is. Golf courses. God, this is an attack on straight middle class late leisure pursuits, isn't it? You're bombing railway stations, golf courses, and cricket pavilions. Yeah. You've lost the autists. Yeah. You've lost them. Churchill condemns these tactics. The suffragette movement has degenerated into an orgy of disorder.
Bit horny from Churchill.
Again, well, he's being whipped by them, to be fair. So this arson campaign kicks off in sort of 1912, around the time of the Titanic. This really is the end of the Edwardian innocence, isn't it?
Yes.
The Titanic has sunk, the greatest ship.
Yes.
At the same time,
the Belle Epoque is ending.
Middle-class women are bombing letterboxes. Yeah. There is a bomb maker called Jenny Baines. Okay. Wow. She's seen some things. That's not a man. That's a woman.
Oh, right.
Looks like a Jewish intellectual.
Yeah, it says he built hundreds of bombs. I'm wrong.
First time you said that.
I'm wrong.
She built hundreds of bombs for the now militant suffragettes. And these are sort of homemade, mustard tins, teapots.
Yeah.
They're still quite gendered.
Yeah,
I guess. But it's like Home Alone. They're using the house. They're using the kitchen.
Yes.
To cause havoc.
Yep.
This episode is sponsored by Sailor Name. Yeah. It's an eSIM service app. Ladies.
Yes.
I apologise.
I think this is for the girls.
All right, take your pants back off. We're talking about Sailor. Take your pants off. We're talking about eSIM services. Sailor, if you've ever been lost abroad, pull the cord.
If you've been whaley lost,
Sailor will rescue you.
Do you know what an eSIM is?
Yes.
Have you used one?
No.
Have you not?
I don't know what an eSIM is. So an eSIM provides an internet connection whenever you travel.
And you just do it as an app. You just go beep, 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 and it's all done.
Oh, right.
So you switch the SIMs all internally. You don't have to use a little thing to get it out.
This crucial piece of, is it software or hardware?
Software.
This is crucial software.
This is making a hardware option into a software option.
Wow. I've gone from soft to hard hearing you say that. Now, one eSIM can be installed once rather than installing a new one for each country. Yeah. Okay. So this reduces roaming fees, maybe even eliminating them.
Lets you serve cunt in every country. Give this man a knighthood.
Give him a knighthood. The built-in ad blocker that Sailor uses reduces your data usage by up to 28.6%. I know I can't sleep at night thinking about that 28.6% of data that I'm using when I don't need to be.
It's an ad blocker. It's also a sad blocker.
Yes.
It blocks sadness.
And they offer 24/7 chat support, but I imagine that's about your eSIM issues and not your other things.
Yes, so don't be spamming Saley's 24/7 chat support with...
You said you would talk to me 24/7. Yeah, about eSIMs,
yes.
Okay? Not about your toxic mother.
Yeah.
So go to saley.com/truther and you'll get 15% off. So 1912, 3 cabinet ministers, their homes are attacked, bombed. A bomb is planted in the Home Office in July. Thankfully, it's discovered before it goes off. The Theatre Royal Dublin is bombed. Okay. Suffragettes burn down the theatre while Asquith is attending a matinee.
Can a man not attend a matinee?
Jesus Christ. He's trying to have a break. The same day that an axe is thrown at his head. Okay. Asquith is again, there's an assassination attempt. A canister of gunpowder and petrol is placed near the stage. Lit match is thrown. There's an explosion. No one dies, but the theatre suffers damage. I mean, it's vandalism on vandalism. Yeah. David Lloyd George, who is at this point maybe the Chancellor, he's in up in the government. In 1913, his house is bombed, and the bombers leave behind a large hairpin as like a
calling card. Right.
Sexy with it though. So they want to be caught.
Yeah.
You know, no.
But there's an element to this with most terrorism. It's like if it's the Irish, if it's Islamic terrorism, these are two factions that don't need to be together. But men and women, it has a different tension to it.
Alindo Akbar. Is that what they're shouting? They bomb a letterbox. Allahu Akbar. Anyway,
but do you know what I mean? There's the fact that men and women have to live together.
We have to.
That you have to.
We'll have to.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like IRA and Protestants, you can segregate those two groups. Yeah. There is a solution where you don't see it.
There's a two-state solution.
But there's no two-state solution for men and women.
If only there was. I think there could be, you know.
Yeah.
No, I think, you could have you could split up the world into the male half and the female half.
How do you reproduce?
Sorry? Well, you sex tourism.
I see.
Yeah.
So sex tourism becomes essential.
Yes, it becomes procreation.
Well, do you know, we haven't talked much about female sex tourism. Do you know about this? So
Good God, the depths.
So type in female sex tourism Trinidad and Tobago.
What?
So in the way the male sex tourists, they go for the kind of...
We go east.
Yeah, we go east for cheap erotic pleasures.
Women are going west. That's what that song's about, go west.
So it's interesting that the men go for small Asian women, affordable. Women go for big black guys in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, so look, female sex tourism. Yes, there's this big industry of like older white women going out and getting absolutely railed by like male prostitutes out there.
This is a scandal.
It's complete.
This episode is scandal upon scandal. Yeah. So old white women are travelling to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
To purely get dicked down by young black men.
Yeah.
From the Wow.
Yeah.
And are they coming home? Is there a Thai bride thing in the way that?
Oh yeah, I don't know, or is it just too frivolous?
Michelle, a local woman who works at one of the beachside bars, wonders what the tourists see in Jamaican men. They know what it is, I suppose, but I don't see the attraction. Our men are lazy and good for nothing. They are not good lovers. All they do is get us pregnant and leave us to cope with the baby while they're off doing their own thing.
That's your words, Michelle.
Yeah, not my words. Yeah.
So they've heard about the big knobs.
I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense, yeah. You know, you've got tight fanny tourism that way, big tourism that way. Yeah. You don't want to get on the wrong plane. Your dad doesn't want to get on the wrong plane. Oh, no, what?
Tight fannies firing ping pong balls out their vaginas,
Yeah.
and then big knobs batting them away. It's like baseball.
Organise that cricket
Come
match,
on.
would you? Charity cricket match.
And also, you could divorcee husband and wives could both go to watch different things.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, but it's a his and hers.
No. It's the same game.
No, but I'm saying that you could both watch together.
Yes.
You could take
yes.
your wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Something for the guys, something for the girls.
Yeah, and we can each have a favourite player, you know?
Fast
So you
ball,
have- yeah.
fizzing in and then bang.
So obviously the tie brides,
Home run.
they'd want to field first
Yeah.
because that's where they're bowling out their fannies like
yeah.
that, and then you've got these like whack them with their cocks, you know, fucking Viv Richardsing it at the end. I did not know about female sex tourism.
Every day's
now
a
I
school
do.
day.
Yeah, thank God I do now. Now, the suffragettes. Let's get back to female terrorism.
Yeah.
Female sex terrorism.
Yeah.
The suffragettes plant a bomb under the Bishop of St Paul's chair.
Oh my! It's nothing
I mean,
sacred.
it's nothing. That's St Paul's. Not even the Nazis bombed St Paul's.
No, of course not.
Okay, it was left standing. The footage of defiance in the Blitz, and yet 40 years previously, women had tried to blow it up.
Bomb failed to detonate. I mean, maybe not. Yeah.
You weren't getting into STEM at this point, I suppose.
Yeah.
A
Not
cath-
enough autists on your side.
No, and that is the one.
Yeah.
The one key in our arsenal. A cathedral verger, I don't know what that is. Is that some kind of religious nonce? Heard the mechanism ticking and discovers the device and then puts it in a bucket of water.
Nice.
It's nice. Now, the WSPU, right, which is, that's Sinn Féin,
Yeah.
but they also are tied
Boko
to the
Haram.
IRA. It is Boko Haram, female Boko Haram. But they run a bomb-making factory. So at least the IRA and Sinn Féin are separate.
Yeah.
Obviously they're linked. This is the actual organisation, the political arm. So I want people to know that the Women's Equality Party by Stanley Toksvig, okay, which is the successor, in her words, to the WSPU, ran a bomb-making factory out of a flat in Leeds, okay? Shocking.
This is Four Lions stuff.
This is Four Lion stuff, Four Lionesses.
Yeah.
They start using code names. They go underground. They use these code messages to avoid capture. So the codes are, they're all animals. So like if you say fox, it means are you prepared for arrest? Not like to be arrested, not have not have you tucked yourself in.
Yes.
Right? Goose, don't get arrested. Duck,
Yeah, don't get a finger up your ass.
don't get a finger up your ass. Bird, finger yourself silly. Tortoise, don't do it. Wait.
Yeah.
Is this where Duck Duck Goose comes from?
No. So you think a suffragette would say, don't get arrested unless success depends on it. Don't get arrested unless success depends on it. Don't get arrested.
And then runs.
And then runs. This is the long road in many ways to Just Stop Oil.
Definitely. I saw there was a lot of parallels.
A lot of parallels because in 1914, Mary Richardson, okay, yet another middle-class female terrorist, hacks a painting in the National Gallery with a meat cleaver. the Rokeby Venus, okay, a sort of Baroque period like nude.
Wow.
And she slashes at it and she says, quote, I've just tried to destroy the picture of the most beautiful woman in history.
She let a growler out the cage.
Yeah, well, exactly. As a protest against the government for destroying Mrs. Pankhurst, who is the most beautiful character in modern history. Okay? That's objectively false.
Yep. Well, I guess it's like don't stop oil, just stop oil, because it's the middle class terrorism, right?
Yes.
It's got its
Yes.
own, it's granola eating kind of guy who has an allotment who's
Yeah.
trying to bring down the British state.
Yeah. You can't have an allotment
Yeah. And be a
try-
terrorist.
And be a terrorist. Speaking of terrorists, there was a militant cell of young unmarried.
I mean, already militant. Yeah, young,
exactly.
you don't need to say militant. They're unmarried.
But these are basically lesbians, right? And they get known. So there's Vera Wentworth and Elsie Hoey are so rowdy that more conservative suffragettes call them as hooligans, lesbian hooligans.
What, just fucking taking their tops off.
Get the vag in. Every photo, they're like, wait.
Get the
Like that, right? Every photo, yeah. Casuals, lesbian casuals.
the pageant is awesome. Go hooligan looking at Kane. You know that fat bald guy. This is Flora. This is Flora looking at a police officer.
Yeah, that's a suffragette there. 1912.
Hooligans.
So they pledged to undertake danger duty, and they would bomb trains, they would attack the houses, race courses, put a pin on that. They do all the post-box stuff. And these were card-carrying lesbians. They were open lesbians in the Edwardian era. So they're called the Young Hot Bloods. Get the badge in, right? And now we need to get to Emily Wilding Davison, okay? If if Pankhurst is Bin Laden, Davison is Abu the ISIS
Baghdadi.
guy. Baghdadi, whatever. What's he called? What's the head of ISIS who died like a dog? Who's that guy?
Al-Baghdadi.
Al-Baghdadi. Okay. She will become probably the most infamous suffragette.
Yes.
She.
This is sort of, if you were going to do a whistle-stop tour of this period, this event is probably the most memorable thing that happens.
This is the 9/11 for women.
It's 9/11 for men. By women.
Yes, by women.
Because it wasn't 9/11 for Al Qaeda. It was 9/11 for America.
It's true, actually. When we say that was like 9/11, we never think about whose perspective. It wasn't the Muslim 9/11.
Nah.
What's the Muslim 9/11?
I don't know. Maybe the invention of the miniskirt.
Yeah, Mary Quant in the 60s. But it's before 9/11, so they were like,
What
do we call this? So Emily Davison had studied in Oxford. Again, just a sort of breeding ground for female extremism, it seems. She's arrested after joining the WSPU. And she was always, when all the other ones were kind of like, working together, she was always sort of a lone wolf,
right?
As it were, a lone growler, right? She was quite, what was she like? She's almost using kind of David Blaine-esque
performance art.
Yeah, public shock tactics.
That reflect society in a certain way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's all like, it's what it brings out of other people.
This was a famous one. In 1911, so they were doing a national census, okay? And women were not allowed the vote at this point, obviously. So they were protesting by boycotting the census, right? However, Davison, because she wants to make a sort of edgy, cool point, she hides in a cupboard in the Palace of Westminster on the night of the census, which means that her recorded address is the House of Commons, right?
Suffragette stuck in cupboard.
There we
There's
go.
only one way to get her out of it.
You've got to fuck her out of the cupboard. Yeah. Suffragette stuck in the Parliament's cupboard. The predecessor to stepmom getting stuck in a washing machine on the night of the census.
Yeah.
So she, but that's very kind of Beethoven's brother activism, like. Yeah,
technically,
I live in the House of Commons, so Radio 4 are lapping that up.
Yeah,
that's not actually political activism. That's Radio 4 comedy.
Yes, yeah, very droll,
very very dry. And again, Asquith is he's enjoying this.
Yeah,
because he's like, well, that's just humour.
Yeah, that is just a laugh.
That's just wry humour that I can enjoy. Listen to the radio, and then I turn it off and go and rail my daughter's best friend. That's just good stuff. That's funny. In this day and age, that is what's funny.
Yeah,
this is a woman hiding in a cupboard.
Your uncle talking about Merson.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The master. Is it a subject hiding in a broom cupboard? But Davidson repeatedly goes to prison. And so in the prison, she fucking barricades herself in. She won't eat dinner. Right, of course, obviously.
Goes without saying.
So she fucking locks the door and barricades herself in, and then she refuses to come out. And it's like, well, you're in a prison, so you've imprisoned yourself in a prison.
Yeah.
And then they have to flood her cell to get her out.
With what?
Water.
Right.
They like flood her out basically.
Yeah.
She throws herself down the staircase. Right.
Very dramatic.
Yeah, it is, because she wants to draw attention to the treatment of prisoners, but it's like, well, you're throwing yourself down there, haven't you, love? Right. So this is the first maybe. You've got a black eye. I fell down the stairs.
She's a BPD bitch, basically.
A BPD bitch.
Yeah.
Delivery
borderline
driver.
personality disorder.
Okay. Right. Sorry. Yeah. She's a lot.
Yeah.
She, you go for a pint with her and you think, fucking hell, and then she's crazy in the sack. Yeah. So you keep seeing her.
she's thrown up on that thing.
She gets stuck in cupboards.
She's giving you such good.
She's asking for it.
She's giving you such good net that she's horse kicking your TV off the wall.
Well, yes, I suppose maybe that's how she met her end. She went to the front of the horse, and that was what happened.
Yeah.
She goes on hunger strike she goes girl dinner in jail,
Yeah.
and she's force fed, and she publishes this account, as I said, describing the choking, the pain, all
Well, that's just
that.
the good stuff.
And that's just the fun bit. And this causes a national scandal, which then starts. Now, the public are starting to turn. The public opinion is quite interesting
So
because
it's quite split. It's not.
well,
There's quite a lot of people who have public sympathy for suffragettes and always have done. But
I think it's seeing them being rugby tackled by policemen. And then the prisoners getting, and it's a Liberal government as well.
yeah,
So this is, in many ways, this is like a very this is something the Liberal government should do.
yeah,
It's the logical endpoint.
It's the logical endpoint of
very good,
liberalism. Yeah.
very smart, Charlie.
So the public they don't like all the force feeding stuff. They think that's a bit vulgar.
Yeah,
And so the newspapers are now printing increasingly graphic accounts of the force feeding. And so it's causing a kind of very conservative nation to recoil.
yes.
What is it,
Do
Charlie?
we think the force feeders are getting off on it?
Oh, I knew that was
Well, no.
This is such a mess, isn't it?
What are we doing?
You think the force feeders, the prison guards, are going, this is God. What am I doing?
What are we? We
I
shouldn't.
shouldn't be doing this.
We shouldn't be doing this.
I'm actually
Force
certain.
feeding a suffragette.
I'm certain that they would have found that horny.
Give it's like bread and milk and meat. Processed
Yeah, but you're
meat.
making them do it. You're like, this is fucked.
You've got to bear in mind, Charlie, that you think anything can be horny because the thing you find horniest is you saying, this is fucked.
This is
This is absolutely fucked. Should we just fuck? It's such a mess. There's no coming back from this. We might as well just fuck. You'd be the one guy in Auschwitz when everyone's just starving. You're like, oh, this is fucking terrible. What a
This
mess.
is-
Should we
what
just
are we-
fucking this?
what are
is
we
fucked.
doing?
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
We shouldn't be doing this.
All of us in a room. Imagine if all of us just fucked. Wouldn't that just be a mess? Wouldn't it be an absolute mess if we all just fucked? God. What are we doing here? Yeah. You can say that about anything though, can't you? You know, you can hit roadkill and go, God, this is
What are we doing?
what am I doing? This is fucked. And you know, you can put your dick in the sofa and say that. You can do anything.
What am I doing?
What am I doing? I shouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? You can do that with anything. That's my point.
Wanking at your nan's funeral.
What am I doing? I shouldn't be doing
I
this.
shouldn't be doing it. It's so wrong that it's
Should have
right.
hated this.
Yeah. Just giving a eulogy. What am I doing? This is so fucked. You know? You just do that about anything. Can't be anything sexy if you think like that. So there were actually images of women enduring force feeding. Okay. Look, here you go.
Bloody hell.
There's one. I mean,
Is that before or after?
Yeah, so she's got a nasal feeding tube.
Yeah.
So they're pouring kind of wet bread and basically
She's getting bread
porridge.
through her nose.
Yeah, she's getting porridge up her nose, but not in a fun way. And she's obviously got black eyes and stuff because she fell down the stairs. Anyway, it's all getting a bit gnarly, and so the government introduces the Cat and Mouse Act. It's not called that. It's called the Temporary Discharge for Ill Health Act.
Less catchy.
But it's because the girls are playing cat and mouse
Yes.
with their
They're
eating.
playing hard to get.
They're playing hard to eat. That's what they're playing. Playing hard to eat. And
Put it out, will you?
this policy means is that when they get all sick from not eating,
Yeah.
you get released, and then you mukbang on the outside.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you're ready to go back in, we arrest you again.
Yes.
So
Smart.
hunger strikers would be released when weak and then rearrested as soon as they'd recovered, which Parliament hopes will break the sort of martyrdom thing.
Yeah.
But in women released into these safe houses, and then they just sort of disappear, and so they can't catch them again, which is why it gets called cat and mouse. Right. There's also a lot of inter-suffragette bitching, which it would be remiss of us not to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously, this is the problem with the movement.
Yeah,
is
of course.
that women's worst
Snakes.
women's worst enemies themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, Sylvia.
Hen do's are far harder to organise than stag do's.
I'd rather do gigs to stag do's than hen do's.
Yeah. But I just think in general, it's just that you have lots fewer options if you're a hen do. If you're trying to get a group of 12 women together, it's, if three of you go missing for a couple of days, that's not as funny.
No.
But with men, that's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
That's a good stag do.
Yeah. Yeah.
A good stag do if Ian, Nigel, and Kevin.
Don't come home.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny.
But if Laura, Sally, and Margaret don't come home,
No,
that's very serious.
That's very serious because a man is left with their kids, and that is sad. But also, hen dos, you know, from my experience, there's a WhatsApp group. There's then other WhatsApp groups where they're bitching about other people in the WhatsApp groups. They're saying, "Well,
Why are
I don't
you in
want
these groups?"
Hey, no, it's just Amanda. I'm seeing Amanda.
You're like, I've got some horrible things to say about these women.
Yeah, can I join? I don't just think she's cheap. I think she's ugly as well. Can I say that? You know, with the stag do, it's like if someone takes charge, it's fine.
Yeah, you just post the picture of the guy with the big black knob.
Yeah.
And then that's like...
And then you open the, we're going here, and you go, you do that
simple.
twice, and then everyone's like, oh, this will be fun. And then you go to a former Soviet capital, and you get cunted on Pilsner for 2 days, and then most of you come home.
Yeah.
Win.
Some of you stay.
Some of you stay. Some of you find new lives in the wild. Fine. Female hen dos, you know, at least 2 of them have to be crying at all times.
Yes. Spinning plates, someone has to be crying.
Someone has to be crying.
Yeah.
It's not a hen do unless everyone
Wait,
cries.
if we're not crying, then who the hell is crying?
I guess that must be me.
Yeah.
So Sylvia Pankhurst is Christabel's sister, and she is a Marxist and thinks it should be more about class.
Yes, she wants to make them all working class.
Yeah.
So she's a bit more extremist,
I guess so.
politically,
And then
than
also, because Emmeline and Christabel are basically like these sorts of ayatollahs within the
Yes,
the
she says they're
movement.
too authoritarian, and they all want it to be done through the WSPU,
Yeah.
as opposed to splintering off. So they want
Because it's around
focus it more.
around the Russian Revolution kind of time,
Yeah.
you know. So it's this idea of meetings,
Yes.
committees,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. They're coming
Soviets.
from a tradition of the WI, so you know they want to fucking judge jams and all that stuff. Anyway,
This is pre-Russian Revolution, though.
It is, but it's that kind of era
Yeah.
of like meetings.
Yeah.
You know.
Newspapers, trains, meetings.
So Sylvia is sort of expelled from the movement, and then the critics refer to the whole thing as the Pankhurst family business. It's all getting a bit kind of rotten. But
Tabloid stuff.
probably the most infamous moment of the suffragette movement is Emily Davidson's reckless decision to try and suck off a horse during the Epsom Derby of 1913.
Yeah.
Now, help me explain what this is meant to achieve.
Oh, no. We should place this probably.
We should. You're
So
right.
this is after
So
Caligula.
It's June 1913.
Yeah, and that's after Caligula married his horse.
Made a senator a horse.
Do you not marry a horse?
No, he made a horse a senator.
Who married a horse? Did someone marry a horse?
Don't. Yeah. All right, mate. Yeah.
Before he made senator a horse, and then this is before anyone fucked a horse on video. You know, the first porn video of a horse fucking a woman?
Yes.
I believe that would be after this.
I think they got the idea from this.
Yes.
Charlie, what have you found? That's a dog fucking a cow.
That's not what...
I'm getting quite triggered by that. Looks like my wedding
In a
night.
good way.
Catherine the Great was meant to have fucked a horse.
Yeah, but she didn't film it,
Fucking hell, all right.
so we can't know.
So yes, it's after Caligula made his horse a senator, and it's. But can you get the dog fucking the cow off the screen? It's like it's a gift that won't stop going.
He's really into it though.
Yeah.
He's really like fucking.
Well,
he's
yeah.
blowing its back out.
He's like, I'm only going to get one chance of this, and the cow's not feeling a thing. The cow's just chewing. That's why I find it quite triggering. You know, I'm working really hard back there,
He's just chewing the cud.
chewing grass, staring into the distance. Bored. Anyway, 4th of June, 1913. It's after the Titanic, and it's before, I guess, anything got called Titanic.
Yeah.
And the Epsom Derby, okay, this is probably the big social event of the Edwardian calendar.
Right.
I guess it's like, do they still have the Epsom Derby today? Or is it Ascot?
But this
Or
is a big deal.
Cheltenham ladies, Cheltenham Day? I don't fucking know. This is all above my pay grade, there's all this stuff. But it's a race day. It's attended by the elites, the aristocrats, the politicians, royalty. And now, there are newsreel cameras lining the course. So
Yes.
you may actually be wrong. This is maybe the first time that a woman got destroyed by a horse.
I had a black blown out.
Woman
by a
gets
horse.
destroyed by a horse is the thumbnail for the Epsom Derby highlights.
Yeah.
So Now, Emily Davidson, had been working up a new stunt. Okay, how can I draw attention to the cause? I got stuck in a cupboard in Parliament. I had to be fucked out. That was all very funny. What now? Well, how about now? I get fucked by a horse in front of everyone. That's
next trick.
My next trick, I will swallow this horse cock. And the horse, okay, is the king's horse.
Yeah.
Who's called Anma, okay?
Yeah.
Now, Anma is an innocent bystander in all this. I don't want any shade said about Anma, okay? Anma was just trying to run a race.
Yeah, minding his own business.
Keep politics out of horse racing, right? So what happens on the 4th of June is that she essentially suicide bombs a horse, right? she runs out onto the track in her wedding cake hat, right? And she is flattened by Anma.
She's just like diving headers into a horse.
Basically.
Dan burns it.
35 miles an hour collision. The horse stacks it. The jockey falls off. And Davidson suffers a head injury from the impact.
Yeah.
That's how fast it is.
Yeah.
It says here, Anma had a reputation for being difficult and unreliable. That is written by a female researcher.
Yes.
That's bias, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know why that's relevant,
Yeah.
okay? The horse is blameless in this instance, okay?
I don't know what the horse's politics were, but it's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. You shouldn't ask what the horse was wearing. You shouldn't ask what he thought.
Yeah.
Okay, it's an attack on a horse.
Yeah.
So it's an attack on us all. The horse, thankfully, survives the assassination attempt and moves to Canada and becomes a sire. So it's a happy ending.
Oh, that's a lovely ending.
It's very lovely. And
that's sort of like an Idi Amin sort of ending.
It is, yeah. And so Anma eventually recovers from this. The jockey, however, Herbert Jones, he has recurring nightmares and PTSD.
Yeah, because it's like when people jump in front of trains.
Yes.
And they can have like...
Yeah, so he got a fucking 50 grand a year the rest of his life.
Yeah.
So after his death in 1951, his widow receives flowers every year on the anniversary of the incident because former suffragettes sent them anonymously because they think Jones was an innocent victim of a tragedy.
That's nice.
It is nice, but it's also, I mean, the suffragettes, it's like Putin saying...
Putin sending it to Prigozhin's wife.
Saying, oh, sorry to hear.
Sorry about that. Very good man. Yeah. My best friend.
Now, what actually happened? What was she doing? Was she just wanted to kill herself? Maybe, although she was found with like a return train ticket.
Yeah.
And supposedly she, quote, had plans. I don't think... she had some lunches in the diary, I don't know. People think what she was trying to do was pin a rosette on the horse so that the king's horse would cross the finish line wearing the colours of the suffragette movement, which would be a very big thing. Yeah. She should have done that before the horse left the traps.
Yes, she should have.
Because, don't change horses in midstream.
Yeah.
Don't try and pin a rosette on a 35 mile an hour. I mean,
these are ancient proverbs.
It's basic stuff. And so she gets hit in the head hard. She wakes up, she's in a coma. Yeah. Because basically she's got bleeding, like a hemorrhage on her brain, fractured skull. So the doctors...
she wakes up, hello!
Doctors trephinate her, which means they drill a hole in her head to let some of the bleeding out.
To let some of the politics out.
You don't want me to ask me what I think. Fuck me. Leave it to the men, I think. And then she dies on the 8th of June, and the cause of death is misadventure. Is what?
Is it? Unknown.
Unknown. Suicide, we think. No, it's death by misadventure, which is the same way that Franz Reichel dies.
Yes.
So we should...
Probably the funniest deaths in history are misadventure.
I was going to say we should have a leaderboard of... we should do history of death by misadventure. We should have a leaderboard of the best deaths. I think Franz Reichel's is the best because it's apolitical. Okay, he's not trying to make a statement. His statement is, I've got baggy trousers, I can fly.
My mum had was quite morbid. She'd send death by misadventures to another friend that they found quite funny. And she was quite ashamed when I found out she was doing this.
Oh, I did that to my best friend.
What, you just send?
Yeah, like times, like headlines.
A drunk middle-aged women, after their kids had like a birthday, they all decided to go on a bouncy castle, but it wasn't tethered to the ground. And then a great gust of wind took the bouncy castle up, and they all fell out and died.
Sorry, like a hot air balloon. They Franz Reichel out of a bouncy castle.
And they're all like with a glass of white wine.
Sorry, it's the woman at bottomless brunch, but she's falling from the air from a bouncy castle. That's awesome. I mean, Brazilian bungee jumper, of course. We've dealt with that. one of the Brazilian dignitas, one of the greatest misadventure deaths.
Yeah.
That is probably.
Damn it.
All right. Lunch. Should we call lunch now? Yeah. One of my favourites is the guy who got sucked into an airplane engine in the Amsterdam airport.
Yeah.
Just queuing for a plane or whatever.
What?
He got basically made into mince by a jet engine. Amsterdam airport, I think.
Charlie really hates anything gruesome.
I don't like it.
Anyway, so Davidson's her funeral, again, it's weaponised from the off. So all the suffragettes are like, well, this would be a chance.
Would you pick at the funeral like Westboro Baptist Church?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. God hates slags. I would be there picketing the funeral. This is a disgrace. This woman was a terrorist. Why we say she should have been buried at sea like Bin Laden?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And yet, within hours of her death, the WSPU recognised that the funeral can serve as basically another parade, right? So the next day, tens of thousands line the streets as Davidson's coffin is transported through the Capitol. We're looking at a picture of it now. It's draped in the colours of the movement. They're all wearing white. Yeah. So like walking up the aisle. I guess for some of these troopers, is the first, it's the only time they're ever going to get to wear white and walk up an aisle. You know, Flora, what's her face isn't walking up the aisle, is she? There they are. There's some of the lesbian bodyguards there, looking like a fleet of brand new white goods, walking down the aisle.
Yeah. What fucking washing machine?
Yeah. Fridges, a washing machine, tumble dryer, and an oven.
Took down the British government.
Officials fear the funeral will become a catalyst for renewed militancy, and they're aware that Davidson's is a martyr figure, and her gravestone is inscribed "Deeds, not words," which is kind of ironic, I suppose.
Why? Because she died from deeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, words would have kept. If she'd shouted from the racecourse rather than just walked in front of the horse. Yeah. Now, it's quite an unusual story, this, because World War I basically gets in the way of it. Yeah. And what's fascinating is that when World War I breaks out, the Pankhurst and the entire movement pack it in overnight. Yeah. Because it's a bit like when the Ukraine war started and all the woke stuff stopped, when I was like, oh, right, well, this is an actual war.
All the culture war stuff, all the stuff about trans women and bathrooms. I was like, well,
no, okay, people are dying. Right, let's stop that.
Yeah, maybe we've overused the word war.
Yeah, it turns out we don't know what a war is. It's not, you know, who's taking the smelliest shit in a bar or whatever that was about. I never really understood it.
I don't think it was about that.
I don't think it actually was.
I don't know if it was trying to say, no, we have the smelliest shit.
No, I think it was about the reason women's toilets shouldn't have men
Stinky
pooing
men.
in them is because men's poos are smellier. I think that's what it was about, actually. And I think women should be allowed to poo their sort of
I
roses.
don't care if you've ever wig on, you're still shitting out a male arse.
Exactly. It's a male arse. Where's the poo coming from? I don't care what you look like.
Yeah. If you transgender your arse, which you're not going to.
By all means.
Then you can come through.
The front is not the issue, actually. It's the arse that's the problem. Okay? You should be swapping your arses to get in the bathroom. Yeah. Right. Anyway, so Emmeline instantly U-turns and says, what would be the good of a vote without a country to vote in? But this, I mean, the movement, there's a lot of controversy in there. The movement are like, what are you doing? Yeah. And the movement kind of fractures, really. Yeah. Sylvia Pankhurst opposes the war and is horrified by her mother's abandonment of what she would think is feminist principles. So am I right that the suffragette movement kind of stops, never really picks up again?
I guess it's the conservative and progressive arms of the suffragette movement.
Yes.
Where they're still fundamentally quite conservative, a lot of these women. Yes. They just want suffrage, right? But they still fundamentally are patriots. They, you know.
And so what ends up happening is that by the end of World War I, nearly 1 million women are employed in making munitions. Yeah. They're called munitionettes. Yeah. And that they become sort of so synonymous with the war effort that within the space of 4 years, I mean, this is the great 4 years where you'd say probably the birth of like modernity, really. Isn't the Edwardian age ends at the end of World War I? And, you know, it's kind of like undeniable that when women have been doing the same things as men for 4 years, that they are not their equal, right? In some respects. And so resistance is so hard to justify. It is cheap. Well, they've learned how cheap labour is.
You should get women to build HS2. That's the way
we
around.
should get Flora Drummond to build HS2 single-handedly. And so in 1918, Asquith, by the way, is gone. Lloyd George is in. Yeah. And so without the staunch defender of male rights, Lloyd George collapses,
Yeah.
and the Representation of the People Act of 1918 passes, which means that some women over 30 can vote.
Yeah.
And men could vote from 21. So nearly 8.5 million women gain the vote overnight. And what do they do with it? What's the next election after that? Who do they
Free
have in?
rosé.
Free rosé.
The free rosé party.
Rosé on tap.
Single issue party. The free
Free
rosé
rosé.
party. 40% of the vote.
National Health Service for rosé.
Yeah.
So then, a decade later, in 1928, Equal Franchise Act means women have the vote on the same terms as men.
Something that's important to know is that, so my mum always brings up how recent history is that women got the vote, and we always forget that it was only like 100 years ago that women
This is an
couldn't vote.
experiment.
Yes, so it's very recent. But to be fair, it's almost just as recent that men got the vote.
Yes.
Like, people do talk about it like it's this kind of crazy new thing.
You're
it's
right.
like, it's not that far from men getting the vote. When were all men allowed to vote? Because before it was just landed jet men. I think it was like 10 years earlier. Something crazy like that.
1918, men over 21. 1920.
So it was like 10 years before that men get the vote, really. Sort of.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So,
When's International Men's Day?
well, I don't know. When is it?
It's illegal to celebrate it.
Just taking blowjob day, is that what it is? So 1928, women can vote. Emmeline had died 3 weeks before this came into force. Christabel becomes a fucking evangelist and writes a book about the apocalypse in the US.
She thinks it's quite funny that one of the leading women, we're like, right, you've raised good points, you can have the vote. And then as soon as you've done that, the world's going to end.
This is the
She
end of the
goes
world.
completely
This is
mental.
the end of the world, right?
Oh,
yeah.
fuck, she was completely mental the whole time.
Oh,
Why
no,
do we listen?
What have we done? What have we done? She's
She's been
mental.
wrong about everything else.
Yeah.
Of course. Why do we trust her?
And so, women, I regret to say, have the vote. Now, let's just shout out to some countries that held on the longest.
Yeah.
Switzerland, 1971.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Incredible.
In the 60s, women can vote. That's crazy.
The swinging 60s, not in Switzerland. One county or
Portugal, 76.
one canton in Switzerland held out until the mid 90s.
One brave
Astonishing.
stood alone.
Like Britain, they stood alone. They Dunkirked female suffrage. Incredible. Portugal 76.
Yeah, it's Rorke's Drift, basically, is that one.
No, you can't. No, and waves of women are coming down. No. Liechtenstein 1984.
Don't know what Liechtenstein is. I can't even place that.
But I want to go there. Namibia 89.
Fair play.
That's where Francis Galton was measuring bundles with the sextant.
yeah.
Kuwait 2005.
When you're getting into the Gulf states, it's
The UAE 2006. Saudi Arabia. They're still holding on. Saudi Arabia, the brave
outliers.
They are the Asquith of the world.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Now they can vote in local elections in Saudi Arabia, I think.
Yeah.
But they've only just.
But that's a slippery slope.
Well, again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the beginning of the end for the Saudis. So that's the story of the suffragettes. Charlie, what have you learned today? Would you say they were terrorists?
No. I think it's a complicated time. There's a lot of kink play at work as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying
Is
that maybe the
relevant?
suffragette movement was more of an expression of kink play.
There's a force feeding. There's a kind of
Yeah.
power
Yeah,
play.
but do you
Do you
think
know
that
both into it, both sides?
I think
So there's the whole suffragette thing.
I think
The
power-
tension was actually there was like a little bit of a forced danger to actually.
Oh, this is such a mess.
Yeah.
They're being led away. It's such a mess.
I fucking hate you. I fucking
Fuck,
hate
it's so
you more.
fucked.
there's a kind of power play element that for both sides is undeniably and the kind of gurgling and the grunting would have played into that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charlie.
And just to wrap up, can we just get like a Hall of Fame, all the suffragettes we mentioned, and let's just rank them in terms of attractiveness.
Right.
I think it's what they would want. Pankhurst, not for me, bit rich for my blood. Sylvia Pankhurst, no thanks. Christabel Pankhurst
Okay.
looks better there, to be fair to her. Who's that one, Charlie? She looks nice.
No.
Davison, no.
Is that after the horse?
I think that looks like she's half just trying to suck off a horse. No, thank you.
She comes out the best.
Millicent Fawcett, I think, might be the best.
Yeah.
And then, my God, no. Charlotte Despard, absolutely not. Any more for any more?
Christ.
Oh, Christ. Elizabeth Stanton.
She was 29 years old.
Alice Paul.
Okay.
Maybe. Mary Church Terrell. No. I guess, in the same way there's a stereotype about women who are more attractive and better having less women who are unattractive and better personalities. You could say the suffragettes, they weren't working on their looks.
No. Yeah, that's true.
So, yep, I'd say Millicent Fawcett, fitter suffragette for me.
Yep.
That's the end of the suffragette story. It's some terrorist toads kick up a fuss, and only Saudi Arabia are holding out now. From all of us here, goodbye. We'll see you on the Patreon, where we're talking about the first female MP, Nancy Astor. And if not, we'll see you next week for a new topic.
Goodbye.
Farewell.